Welcome back. I'm Fiona Mboa here at Church of Uganda Family TV with Ring Diaries, where we share anything and everything to do with marriage. And before we went for the break, I was discussing with Jemima about transparency in marriage. You're very welcome again, Jemima.
Thank you very much, Fiona.
And for those who missed, who could have missed the first part, this is Jemima Mwezi, who's been married for 11 years. So she has a bit of experience in marriage. So there's no experience in marriage, but this is experience. And we're talking about being transparent. And before we went for the break, Jemima was telling us how we should be open, but also we should be able to set some boundaries
Yes.
in our openness, especially if things do not involve your marriage or your partner.
Yes.
We need to learn to, set some boundaries out
Yes,
there.
Fiona.
And maybe you said the boundaries should be set, especially if one, it doesn't concern our marriage.
Yes, it's not direct to your marriage.
It's not direct. So we
Yeah.
should protect where we come from.
Exactly. You should protect where you come from. You should protect your friends circle.
But actually, you reminded me, someone said, "Bob, married people are the biggest gossips. Like they gossip about other people a lot. We talk about other people a lot. So we should protect our friends. That's what I don't understand."
Yes, thank you, Fiona. To add on, yes, I'm Jemima Mwezi Kainembabazi, married to Anthony Mwezi. By the grace of God, we are blessed by 4 sons.
Wow,
Yes.
amazing.
My husband is a legal personnel, he's an advocate. I'm an accountant.
Interesting.
Yes. I'm working. I work with Uganda Pentecostal University.
Okay.
Yes.
And there lies my next question. So, if your husband goes to court
yes.
and maybe is handling a case, should he come back and discuss that case with you?
Not really. He just tells you what is happening because they are told confidentiality. That is in their area, in their profession. They are told confidentiality.
So they shouldn't come and tell you that, can you imagine what happened today? This man killed the wife. I'm defending him.
No, he shouldn't. Because he has to protect. He doesn't know, I'll go out. He doesn't know the picture I'll paint of him.
My husband is depending, maybe he's one of the...
He's a liar. So he can come and tell me, I'm handling such and such a case, pray for me. But he doesn't have to tell me the details to some extent.
But it's
because this is his profession.
Do you remember this transparency has very many shades of grey? And I think as marriages we have used the grey part because it seems there are so many things we shouldn't discuss about.
Concerning our jobs, I think that's why I said, should we create boundaries? Why do we create these boundaries? I told you already. To avoid to hurt our partners, to avoid mistrust at a certain point, to avoid it to be used against us. So like if it comes to your profession, you can come and say, there's this case I'm handling that involves murder.
I don't have to tell you who killed the other.
Yes. You can, but I need the grace of God. And actually now I'll know when you bring such a discussion, I'll know
Something is disturbing
him. And indeed he needs the grace of God on how to go about it. So I'll do the best he has asked. Pray for him.
And if I'm
I don't have to ask for
inquisitive
details.
wife who wants details.
And men don't also like very inquisitive wives.
Yes.
You're encroaching too much on him. I think he can look at you like, this is too much. You don't have also to go for those tiny details. However, they say the truth is always in the tiny details.
So that's why I'm saying this whole topic has very many gray areas that we
Exactly.
can manipulate.
Exactly. But why would you wait to manipulate them? Just be open. Casually talk about things. Find the freedom to talk about things.
So what I wanted to come out is when you said we should protect our families where we come from. Yes, as much as we are one, these people also need, like, they have their privacy, and I think it should be respected
Yes.
to some point. Then you also talked about our workplaces. Shouldn't I come and
Our
tell you about
professions, maybe.
my boss and how mean she is to me, and
That is very okay, and that is normal.
because it affects you.
It affects me, and it will affect our marriage. But I don't have to come and bring a rumor I've heard about my boss. But you know, I had my boss fought with the wife. But if I see physically the wife came to office and attacked the man,
I can tell you that.
I can
by
say, you
the
know
way,
what, Tony?
Today.
Today, Chovia came to office looking for Milton. What happened? Hey, he has not provided food at home. But now if I hear something different, I don't know the truth about it, I would honestly think I don't have to be the source of such information.
Especially when you're not even sure.
I'm not even sure. So what you're not sure, please avoid communicating.
Okay. I hope our viewers are actually understanding that this transparency should basically be about me and you.
Me and you. And if it has to go in my family, the transparency about my family, it should be not going into the other past family, like into their deep weaknesses. And if I personally know what has affected my background, if I'm in this marriage, I would fight hard to be a better person.
So I shouldn't tell you by the growing up. Hey, especially when we are dating. Actually, some of this information comes out when we are dating. I tell you, by the way, when I'm growing up, my mother used to beat me so much. She would beat my brothers, my sisters. When daddy comes to help, he also beats.
Interesting. When telling me a story, narrating how, when you're growing up what happened is okay. But I'll give you a scenario where I gave you already a scenario where my mother was very, very quarrelsome. But it doesn't mean I should also be it doesn't qualify it that I should be quarrelsome, because my mother was very quarrelsome. Because my mother used to shout at my father, I shouldn't
Also
shout at you. So I'm saying I should use the past weaknesses
to make
them better. The reason why we should create boundaries is to avoid to hurt you, things to be used against me tomorrow. So in a scenario where I know this thing would come back to me, because we think we're human beings, we reason out things. You get when to say it and when to say it, when to do it and not when to do it.
Okay. So, how about people who grow up and saying maybe a woman's money should be their money? I don't know if you've heard those things.
Yes, I have.
Of my money, because you said we should be transparent even in our finances.
Yes.
But now the people will tell you a man should provide everything, a woman's money is their money. I don't know what we use that money for. But we tend to say, my money is my money, your money is our money.
Fiona, as Christian women, I wouldn't advise that. My money is my money, your money is your money. No. The reason why we came together is to make each other better.
That's true.
Especially in this current situation, where the two of us wake up early in the morning
and we both go to
work. Walk out of the house. So I don't see the wisdom in you coming home, you find there is no sugar, and you're keeping a 20,000 in your bag because it's your money, and you have to call your husband, buy sugar. Your son is sick, you have gone to hospital, this gentleman tells you that the bill is 300. He tells you I can afford. Right now the money I have is 250 and you're keeping a 50 on the pocket.
It is his responsibility to take care of me. That's what
It
I
is-
hear people say, which I don't understand.
I'm saying we came together to make each other better. So I'll frustrate this man. And he will actually not do his responsibilities because he's frustrated. He already knows it is his responsibility. But he's opening up to say, this is what I have.
That's true.
If you have a human heart and you really love this man, you're really submissive to this man, you're really open to this man and transparent to this man, why not pull out that 50, even if it was for your hair or your earrings?
At least you
talk
lend
about
him.
yes. Oh, actually, wisdom, the wise way to do it, you can say, okay, maybe, but that is lying also. I don't advise
Let me call
lying.
Fiona and ask her and see if she has
Ah,
it.
that
You have
is-
it in your phone.
That's a lie.
Women have suffered with us, like honestly.
Nina wouldn't advise also someone to do it.
Mm.
You say, I have put money. Because tomorrow you will need money. You
It's
also
his
have
duty to take care of me. That's what we say.
Yes, but it is his duty and responsibility to take care of you. But wake up one morning and he's not able. Will you walk away? When you wake up one morning and he's crippled, he can no longer work, and you're working, won't you provide for that family? Would you walk away from your children? Let's be reasonable. And I always tell my friends that we need to live life in reality. Because reality comes in. This person, yes, he knows he has to take care of you. It is his responsibility to provide for his family. But assume in a time or at a time he wakes up
unable to.
and he's unable to. Do you wake up and go? Do you abandon your children and you don't pay them school fees? Do you not dress your children? Don't you pass by the market and eat?
That's true.
So if we live with that mind, it will help us even to live happily. Well, knowing that we are two hands. She brings blue band, I bring bread. If he can afford school fees, I can buy the books because we all go to work. That's what I advise people, especially in this generation. Unlike in the old days where our mothers used to keep home and take care of the children, do the house chores. But you're walking up, you're going to work, it's the maid who prepares the food. Even you go and extend, maybe you have come home, you feel you're so tired even to serve this gentleman food. Just go to the bathroom, you go to your bed, or the food is on that, even don't know what they have prepared.
Cooked, yes.
Then you're saying it is the man, it is his responsibility. What is your responsibility?
To look beautiful for him and be there. Anyway, for people who think transparency is far-fetched, I know that people who actually wonder why you end up sharing a phone maybe with your husband. I saying people that my husband can take actually my phone and I'm not worried. And people keep thinking,
Same
but
to
why
me.
are you open? For people who think it is actually strange, and now we've talked about the importance of opening up. If we've not been that transparent, how do we get to that?
If you've not been transparent in your past years, yet you're in marriage, before I come to that, you have not been transparent. But we are in a Christian perspective.
But now I have heard Jemima.
Are you Christians? Are
Yes,
you
we're talking
born
about
again?
Christians.
Yes.
And now I've seen Jemima, she said may be transparent. Where do I even start from?
Where do you even? It's something you create. You can even tell him, by the way, there's this that is happening that I never told you. I remember all this comes with. It is communication. You give time to each other. You need to give, first of all, give time to your partner and quality time. Yes, I know we are in a busy world, but set apart that time. It can be 1 hour. Do you know there is a lot you talk about in that 1 hour?
Yes.
You find you've told him, this person who annoyed you at your workplace, we happen to be running a business. You've told him this client who walked in, what they did, you've told the comment they gave about maybe your product. You find in that 1 hour, you've talked about a lot.
And that opens you up to him.
Exactly. So in that, if you start that kind of chat, even if he tends not to be listening, at times they do listen. They be listening. But I'm talking to you and you're not listening. They are listening. So that creates a platform for you to start now coming out. You start coming out slowly by slowly. It's a process. You can be like, even, the other month, ABCD happened.
Yes.
You know, 2 days back, ABCD happened. So that is creating a platform for you to be transparent. You find yourself, you're open about everything. Such that it is bad when you hide things, especially in marriage. Because when I'm talking to my husband, he says, every time you hide something, it is a time bomb.
We're just sitting on a time bomb. Any minute.
Any minute it will explode. So why? And they keep piling, by the way. By the time you even want to talk about them, you have added A to B, B to C. There are too many. It's like when you have your partner annoys you, and you don't say it there and then. It is better to say, but I don't like this. This didn't do me well. You help yourself, you heal. It is up to him to take it or leave it.
Yes.
But for you,
You've shared your part.
by the time you keep piling, by the time you break down, it is too much. It's too much that even you will say, but you never said this. But you have been acting like it is okay. But you were dying inside. So being transparent, if you have not been transparent way back, please, it is the best. It is a platform you can create. It's a platform you can create.
It's not too late.
It's not too late. And how to create it, start it slowly, go about it slowly by slowly. That even in your conversation, you can tell him what happened a month ago, what happened 2 years ago. You can tell him about that land you bought without telling him.
Do you know, does that create more problems?
No.
You can't tell him, there's some land by now where we bought. We?
Yes.
But you don't know about it. That is actually my next question. Now, some of those things that are in the past, if we are transparent about them, don't they bring us problems instead of solving something?
I would say, if you have created a right platform, they wouldn't. Because your partner will see a healing person. This person is coming out of her skin, she's healing. Because by the time I'm not transparent to you, it means we are not communicating openly. So by the time I start opening up to you, you should also be willing to embrace it. I know, to you, of course, it creates a lot of questions in your mind. You're like, but how come she never told me this?
But now she's telling.
But now she's telling. But also, you also try to look at how were we relating anyway? Was I giving her time? How was she behaving? How was I behaving? Only that at times we tend to look at our side.
That's true.
We tend to look at it. How you are treated so unfair, how you were not trusted with information.
You didn't trust me, you didn't tell me this.
But you also don't want to look at yourself. Were you giving me time? Were you giving me the platform to communicate this to you?
So we need to embrace our partners if they have chosen to take transparency.
Exactly.
And be okay with whatever they tell you. And
as I believe it is a process. It's like you're healing. You're healing. Because some marriages are there, but honestly to tell you that you may find that putting faces. When we're in public, we are happy, we are talking to each other, but when you get home, everyone is quiet. We don't have time to talk about us. If I'm telling you about the children, I'll tell you about he's sick. Who wants school fees? There's no food. But I've not taken time to tell you, but I've observed my son, Jotham, is not performing well in class, but he speaks good English. He loves football. He loves music. He's not good at mathematics, but he's performing well at SST. Only the best thing I bring to you is to tell you, we need school fees. That's the only communication I make to you.
And also, our communication becomes about children instead of about
us.
So when they go, trouble.
Hey, you live two strangers in the house. You're two people who are married but strange to each other. You get it?
Yes, I do. So, our advice to the people out there about this transparency. Of course, I know there are some areas of transparency that are really hard, especially when you know that my spouse will there will be a volatile reaction.
Yes.
To this. But for those times when you expect like you know your person, you're not telling him this is going to bring a volcanic eruption. How do you go about that? If you feel the need to tell him.
You feel the need to tell him. I would advise someone out there, you have an urge or a need to tell your spouse about something or be transparent about something, create an environment. We all know our spouses, we know what they like. Maybe he likes nights out. Go for coffee. You may not bring it out there and then, but start creating those moments with your spouse.
Every time you take me for coffee, I know there's something happening.
Yes. You can, I take you, today I may take you and I don't say anything. I take you the second time. The other time he says, I've not had a holiday, but I feel like in December. I'll make sure in that December you're saying, in the days you have said, also create time. Because most things, especially the marrieds, happen when you're the two of you.
That's true.
The two of you. There is nothing that is interfering and you're
No distractions.
No distractions at all. Then that thing that has happened to you over time and you had not disclosed, you can say, now you know what, Mr. Mwezi, there's this that I was worried to tell you about. But I find there's you need to know about it.
We are night dancers at home.
Do you know, I bought land 1 year ago worth 10 million. But I had forgotten to tell you. Or I did. Forgotten would be also weird. I was not feeling so comfortable to disclose it. Reason being, I didn't know your reaction. Reason being, we were struggling to build our home. But the reason I had to buy this land was, what if we would do this other saving? In case of a rain day, we would sell it, also to top up on what we are doing. So I feel this is the time I should tell you this, because I did not have any bad intentions why I did it. I did not have any bad intentions why I did it, but this is what happened. And besides, it's for us.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to say, create
the environment where you even take it easy.
And you may not bring it up there and then, but create the environment. Create the environment where to bring it up easily. As you say, when you start by apologizing, because you know it is wrong. What you did was wrong in the first place. I am so sorry. I did A, B, C, D without your knowledge. If you have already laid a good platform, created a good environment, it will hurt him, I'm sure.
Of course, it's painful.
It is painful, but it is also healing. You who has said it, you have been healed.
And then the other person.
And the other person feels like, okay, they told me, but in the first place they didn't tell me, but it's okay, now I know.
Yes.
Then again, if you have done it before, don't repeat it. Don't make it repetitive. Because you're taking it for granted, you go and apologize and say it out. No, that is not transparency. If it has happened, you have given reasons why it happened, you have apologized for it. Do not repeat the same mistake.
That's true. Interesting. Thank you very much, Jemima. What advice do you give our viewers out there as we come to the end of this about transparency in marriage as a journey?
Well, dear viewers, I'd like to encourage us, especially the ones who are married, that transparency is very key in marriage. Very, very key. That openness creates an unbreakable bond. It creates trust. It creates confidence. And it elevates your relationship to another level. So be transparent to your partner. Even if it is not you people having a joint account, but if you earn 1 million, tell him, I earn 1 million. The day you're paid, say I was paid the 1 million. If you're going somewhere, tell him I'm going here, I'll be here at such and such a time. Be transparent, open up to your partners. There's that relationship it creates, which is what we are looking for in marriage, because marriage is a relationship. It's a river we need to keep flowing.
Yeah.
So when we cut off transparency, it becomes static or stagnant. And once it is stagnant, what happens when water is stagnant?
Mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes, it smells.
Bad smell, yes.
So that leads to a broken marriage. So keep your marriages flowing. Keep the communication. Keep the relationship moving.
Thank you very much, Jemima. Thank you for your time. And thank you very much, our viewers, for listening in. Remember, married people, be as open as possible, especially about things that concern the two of you. And those who have been gossiping about other people, reduce a bit if the things don't concern, if they don't concern your marriage. But let's be as open as possible. Be as open with your phones as possible.
Exactly.
Be as, like, you can, if you're sharing your body with this person, how about near phones, just small things. So let us be transparent, and our marriages will flourish, as she has said. We'll create a bond, and we'll be very happy in our marriages, and it will go back to what God designed marriages to be. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Fiona Mboa, here at Church of Uganda Family TV with Ring Diary.